Hey friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my greenhouse today. Today we're going to be continuing the Countdown to Christmas series by planting up some beautiful paper white bulbs. So today I'm in my cozy greenhouse on a really cold morning, and I wanted to get my paper whites planted up so that they will be blooming in time for the holiday season, and into, maybe even into January. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about the kinds of paper white bulbs that are available. So these ones I just got at the Home Depot, and these ones are called a Ziva variety. And Ziva varieties are very fragrant. So I feel like paper whites are one of those flowers that you're either you love the smell of them or you really don't. If you don't care for the scent of paper whites, there are some other varietals that you can choose besides Zivas. One of them is called a winter sun. So you could look for that. But usually the ones that are available at the big box stores will have a scent to them. So just maybe, read through the information on the bag, or, do a little bit of your own research to figure out if you want the scented variety or not. So like I said, I really like the scented ones. So these are the ones I scooped up. I actually grabbed 2 bags of these, and I'm just going to be planting these up today. It's a pretty simple project. So let me show you what I've got here. So I've got these 2 plastic red containers. I thought they were kind of festive. And these have no drainage holes, and I'm going to show you why. I'm actually going to be growing my paper whites in gravel or river rock. For me, I just get river rock at the river bar that's near our home, and it's free to me. So that's the best kind of rock to get. So I've just filled these up with river rock. So therefore, they do not have drainage holes, right? Because I'm actually just going to be growing these bulbs in water. And as the roots develop, they will go down into those pebbles and stones and river rock, and they will just grow in the water. So it's pretty awesome. So doing it this way is how I did my paper whites last year, and it worked really, really well. Now, I will tell you that as the paper whites grow, you might need to stake them up. So they do get a really long stem, and then the flowers. The flowers can last up to a few weeks. So basically, when you're forcing bulbs, you just want to make sure that you are providing water, sunlight, and warmth to force these indoors. So let me kind of show you what these bulbs are looking like. And you can see when you are looking at the bag of bulbs, I would highly recommend, kind of looking through if it's got like a clear bag, and make sure the bulbs look nice and healthy. These are perfect. They're already showing growth. They want to be planted up. And I know that they're going to just come right up and grow fairly quickly. So when you get your bag of bulbs, look through, make sure there's none that are like really shriveled up or mushy, right? You want them to be nice and firm. So most of the ones in these bags are looking really, really good. So thanks to the Home Depot, I got some good ones. So now I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show you kind of how I'm going to nestle these down into the rock. And then I do have a couple things for top dressing, so I can show you that also. So let's go ahead and get started on this fun and easy project today. All right, guys, so let me show you what I've got going here. So I tried to pick out the smaller of the river rocks that I had. You could use any kind of gravel or smaller stones is fine. And then I wanted to leave about 2 inches from the rim of my vessel so that I can really settle these bulbs down in. So give yourself, a little bit of room to kind of tuck these down in. And now I'm just going to start placing my bulbs. So I want them to be tight. So meaning that, I want to really kind of put them almost touching around the surface here because I want a really nice show. And yeah, I just want them to be really like nestled down in there. So I'm just gonna kind of go through my bulbs here. Now, if you have one that's got 2 shoots like that, leave room for that second one. It may or may not have a bloom, but it will have some foliage, and that can help out your plant. So you can see as I'm putting this in here, they're kind of like tumbling around, and that's where the top dressing comes in. I can also take a little bit of rock out, but the top dressing is just gonna help everybody, you know, kind of stay into place. And once these root, that won't be an issue anymore. They will, you know, they will find their pointy side will go up and they will root and they will be fine and they'll be steady in there. But when you're first planting them, sometimes they want to kind of wiggle around. So that's a really nice one there. So I can fit that there. So just try to fit as many as you can in there. And see, I've got one more. This one doesn't look the healthiest. It's got a little bit of damage right here, but I'm still going to plant it up and just see what I can get. So I'll kind of stick that one down there. Okay, so that's looking really good. So now what I'm going to do is take some dried moss. This is super moss. It's just a dried moss. The other thing you could use is let me show you this stuff. So I actually got this at World Market. It's for making like gift baskets and stuff, but I've used this before and it's just like little curly wood shavings, and this looks really pretty too. So I think I'm going to use this for this one. And then what I'm going to do is just take some of this and kind of tuck it around, and that will kind of help, you know, hold the bulbs into place as they grow up, so that they can kind of, you know, keep those pointy sides up. So as I'm kind of tucking this in, and I like to have it kind of draping over the edge. I think it looks kind of nice. So I'm just going to go through, kind of, you know, push them to the right direction, and then kind of tuck some of this in as almost like a placeholder. And again, once these sprout up, they'll be coming right out of this stuff. It won't even bother them at all. Another thing you can do, you know, if you don't have like a red container like this, just to make it more festive, is you could use any like vessel. You could use a vase. A glass vase is cool. You can see the roots that go down. You could use, you know, again, if you're going to do the stones, any pot that doesn't have a drainage hole, and put a really pretty ribbon or bow around it. You know, that can make it look festive and dress it up. So I know it looks a little messy right now, but that's it. That's what's gonna, you know, that's how it's gonna be. So I've got 2 of them going now. I'll show you the other one. So here's the other one that I did with the green moss. And then this one's got the white or the cream colored little wood shavings there. So I'm super excited to see how these are gonna turn out. All right, guys, so here's what I ended up with. 8 Paperwhite bulbs in each container. And all I need to do now is add water. Now, when I add water, I'm just gonna have it be touching just the roots. I don't want the water to come too far up, and that's kind of why I've situated the bulbs sort of down a little bit lower as well. So I will be filling these up with water and just checking them daily to make sure that the water is touching the roots. Now, what's really cool about Paperwhites too, or most bulbs in general, is they are smart. They will find the water. So the roots and the bulb can sense that there is water there, and they will, surprisingly enough, it doesn't take much for them to, you know, have those roots come down and find the water that you're providing for them. But I'm super excited to watch these grow, and I think they're going to be really pretty and they're going to smell amazing. Well, thanks guys for hanging out in my greenhouse with me today and checking out this project. If you've never grown Paperwhites, I would highly encourage you to try it. It's a really fairly inexpensive little planty project, and it will bring so much fragrance and joy into your home this holiday season. All right, that's going to be it for me, Yardners. Thanks for hanging out with me in my greenhouse today. I hope that this inspired you to give Paperwhites a try. And don't forget to tune in for more of my Countdown to Christmas series. I've got more fun videos to come. If you need me, I'll be hanging out in the yard. See you next time. Bye.